Good morning, treasurers. This is your host Parthesh Shah, co-founder of Fintech, and you are listening to Night Snippets. Here is all what you need to know before going into trade for 14th June 2021. In the international markets, treasury yields held steady near recent lows on Friday morning as investors shrugged off the 5% annual jump in inflation. It seems the investors are buying the Federal Reserve's argument that the price increase will be transitory. US 10-year closed at 147 percentage points and 30-year closed at 215 on Friday. As per the Knight research, we feel the recent rally in US 10-year is purely a short squeeze. Everyone was expecting a higher inflation, and it seems some large players have trapped the others and will now take an exit. The early signs of inflation in US are indicating broader based inflation, and US 10-year will be back to 155 by early July. In the crude oil market, crude is trading at $72.87 per barrel with short-term range of $69 to $73 per barrel. In the currency market, dollar index or DXY is at 90.56. DXY's today's range seems to be 90.11 to 90.63. We do not see a structural strength in dollar to cross 90.90. USD CNY or Chinese yuan is at 640 because of the PBOC's intervention. USD INR with a high of 73.09 closed at 73.07. Please note a close above 73, a very important point to note. USD INR's range for today seems to be 72.90 to 73.40. 73.30 once again will act as a support, but no immediate possibilities for 73.50. In the domestic market, market sentiments were positive on Friday as well because of the two events. Number one, RBI's choice of papers under the new G-SEP 1.0 third tranche lifted the demand for dated securities. As we know, 563-2026, 585-2030, 664-2035, these all three liquid securities are part of the G-SEP 1.0 third tranche. And sentiment booster number two, the cutoff for 585 GS 2030 was once again below 6% at 599 in Friday's GSEC auction. With a cutoff below 6%, 563-2026 closed at 551 versus 549 the previous trading day. 585-2030 following the cutoff closed at 6% versus 602 the previous trading day. Please note that 664-2035 was also included in the G-SEP 1.0 third tranche, and hence there was a rally on Friday as well. We expect the positive momentum to continue today as well. 11th June 2021, Friday's GSEC auction analysis. Number 1, 426-2023 at 419. Green shoe option worth rupees 750 crores were exercised. Number 2, 585-2030 at 599. Only rupees 4024 crores were accepted and 9975 crores were devolved on PDs. And number 3, 676-2061 at 696 as expected. The night analysis for GSEC auction. Number 1, the demand for 585-2030 remains weak at 6% level. Number 2, RBI not willing to give a cutoff above 6 and thereby keeping the benchmark rates artificially low once again. Number 3, 585-2030 outstanding will now be 1.19 lakh crore, which is the informal cap, and hence on 25th June 2021 GSEC auction, we may see an announcement of a new benchmark, and of course, RBI is willing to have a new benchmark below 6%. And number 4, there was a large rupees 9,975 crore devolvement on PDs, but we did not see any selling spree in the secondary market. Reason? Upcoming G-SEP 1.0 third tranche, where 585-2030 is included, and PDs are expecting to sell 585-2030 directly to RBI with 10 paisa higher. Watch out. Number 1, WPI inflation expected to increase in May due to the lower base and month-on-month increase in prices. Knight Research expects WPI to be above 13%, the highest since the launch of this series. Labor shortages, increased wages, increased basic material and steel prices, resulting in cost push inflation. WPI will be announced today at 12:30 p.m. And number 2, watch out, is CPI inflation today after market hours at 5:30 p.m. Knight Research expects CPI for May 2021 around 550 levels versus 429 in April 21. Knight Research trading ideas with 17 June 2021 GSEP 1.0 third tranche in mind. We expect some more buying to happen in 585 2030 and 664 2035. But as WPI and CPI are going to be announced today and both the numbers are going to be in the higher category, we want you to exit and book profits before the WPI announcement today at 12:30 p.m. 585 2030's range for today seems to be 6 to 605. That's it for today. You were listening to Night Snippets with Parthesh Shah, co-founder of Night Fintech. See you tomorrow with the new episode of Night Snippets.